All right. What scar tells your best story? Like everybody has scars, and there's a story that comes along with those stories. But which one is your best story?
Yeah. I mean, I don't really have a best story scar. I really don't. Really? I mean, most of my scars came from construction. One of my scars came from having a motorcycle and hitting my leg on the exhaust pipe.
Ouch.
That was painful.
Yeah.
But so I guess it would be the one I've got on my arm right here. I was throwing construction debris into a dumpster after we demoed a house, and there was a nail sticking out of one of them. And I went to throw it in, and the nail caught me, and you could hear it. It felt like it sounded like fabric tearing or something. And then you see like the white meat there, and then it all just fills up with blood.
Fatty part.
Yeah. I'll never forget seeing that one happen and hearing that. The sound of it was
not good.
Not great. Yeah.
Oh, crap. Here we go.
Oh, boy. Get ready. Brace yourselves. I'm holding on to the table.
This show really brings out honesty. Like, I can't lie on this show. So, so I was 7 or 8. I was 8. We'll go 8. We were up in Canada, and we would always go to this, like, lake and, like, or we'd have, like, a vacation. There was a family with, like, huge family there. So in all these cabins, whatever, we'd have a talent show. Of course, I had to do Like a Prayer, Madonna, and I stole my mom's nightgown to like as a costume to be able to do this. She had no idea I did this. But like in the middle of the performance, I tripped over myself, fell into the bonfire that was there. But Hartzell finished that performance with every single grit and grace that I had. But yeah, absolutely. Then we had to go to the hospital, ruin the vacation. My mother will never let me live it down, but I still have the scars.
But you nailed the performance.
I nailed that performance.
It's
on video. It's somewhere. I've got to find it. It's so good. Yeah.
Wow.
Madonna would be proud.
Flinging yourself into a fire.
I mean, hello. My whole life has been flinging.
Finish.
Yeah.
Big finish.
Big finish. Pyrotechnics. It was the Michael Jackson I never was, right?
Didn't quite have the same career, but I have the same scars.
The problem was just like, why didn't I run into the lake, which was literally like yards away? Like I went back to the cottage to go back into the shower to like rinse off my leg. I'm like, why? The water was right there. I'm like, I was afraid of the chemicals, of the gasoline. I was like, get out of here, David. Good Lord.
You're 8.
I know. I was 8 and great.
Give yourself a break. You're 8.
Wow, man.
Yeah.
Clay, what about you?
Probably the scar on my eyebrow. It's underneath my eyebrow when I had a concussion after driving a homemade bike we made, me and my best friend growing up.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. So it was like, how fast can I go? And then, you get the wobbles.
Yeah.
Head straight into the curb.
Oh.
Damn.
I had a concussion. A neighbor luckily found me and picked me up and took me to the hospital. So.
Oh, wow. So you were out. You were unconscious.
I would have probably died because I started aspirating on vomit.
Oh, my gosh.
Whoa.
And, of course, my dad's a doctor, so he was like not believing me that I couldn't remember who I was.
Oh, jeez. He's a doctor. He should have taken you more serious.
No, he'll be fine.
Yeah.
Rub some dirt on it.
Yeah.
That happened once when I broke my arm with my mom, too. Broke my arm. I was wrestling with my brother, fell backwards, and my arm was straight. And just heard a huge pop. And my mom didn't believe me. For like 2 hours, she wouldn't take me to the hospital.
Yeah.
Until I was like, Mom, it's
swollen,
broken, and there's a tennis ball inside my arm.
Oh.
Yeah.
She was not a doctor, though.
Yeah. When Ty broke his hip at the school, they told us it was his knee or ankle. He had fallen, and it was his knee or ankle. So I'm like focusing on his knee or ankle, when we pick him up and stuff like that. And then he couldn't put it. And Ty's tough. I mean, he's a tough kid. He's broken like 4 bones and just really, really tough. I go to pick him up and I have to carry him because he's 150 pounds at this time. So I'm carrying him like piggyback ride, and I realize it's his hip, and that's when we took him to. But it was like, 4 hours later.
Right. Oof. Wow.
When I realized it's not his knee, it's not his ankle, it's his hip. So, but Ty can't tell us exactly where it hurts.
Right.
So,
wow.
So
right,
I felt horrible. So,
as you should have.
Yeah. not as bad as when I broke his leg. So, different story.
Jeez.
Well, Father of the Year. Here it is, right here. Get a picture of that there. Yeah.
No, he wanted to jump off the bounce house at the celebration when they do the New Year's celebration at the beach beach blast
Okay.
or whatever.
yeah.
And he really wanted to do this, jump into the thing. And then he got to the top and he's like, jump yes. And I looked down at his mom and she's like, good pushing. You know, and I was like,
Give him a little.
because I was like asking for permission. Like,
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I'm going to give him a nudge because he really wanted to do it.
Yeah.
Well, he did it and he didn't really launch into the pad. He slipped down and missed the pad and he landed. He broke his fibula. I knew what he did immediately. And I ended up having to carry him like a fireman's carry him for like a mile to get him out of there as fireworks are going off behind him. I was like, Father, you're already lost this year. I started off the year as the worst father.
You went into the year as a bad dad.
Yeah.
What a strong comeback.
Yeah.
There you go. So what was your scar story?
My scar story, actually, I think the best, and I got, you know, I've had skin cancer since I was 23, but so I look like I got like bullet wounds all over me. But I'm not going with that one. I'm going with the one where I'm telling on my sister. My sister's like a couple years older than me, and she picked on me pretty ruthlessly up until I was about 10, till I actually punched back.
Yeah.
Nice.
I punched her back at like age 10. Only had to punch her once in my entire life, but at about age 8.
That's what all brothers say. I'm sorry, I say that
Yeah.
too.
Oh, yeah. We've
Yeah.
all been there.
I only punched her once.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to. I mean, I was taking beatings on a regular basis, and I finally had to hit her back.
Yeah.
But she threw a knife at me one time.
Yes.
A
No.
steak knife, and it stuck in my thigh. So I have a scar on, not in my thigh, on my calf. And it's stuck in my calf, and we're both looking at it going, ah! And she freaks out too.
Of course.
And
like a
She didn't
Tarantino
expect that
film.
to happen.
Now I have a knife hanging out of my leg.
Yeah.
And then we go, okay, we're both going to get in trouble if we
Big
tell
time.
this.
Right.
You know, and this is when you were allowed to stay home by yourself when you were 4.
Right.
So we're planning, and like I ended up yanking it out. She started, and it hurt too bad. I was like, just let me do it, and I yanked it out, and then we just put a Band-Aid over it. So it left the
You
scar.
just put a Band-Aid over it. That is yeah.
I remember those moments where you're mad as hell at a sibling and you're fighting, and then somebody takes it too far, and everybody's like, "Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
okay, we're good.
right,
We're good.
yeah.
Did you ever do
Now
that?
you're on a team of not telling mom."
Yeah.
Did you ever do that?
You got to bond together on this
Yeah.
slide.
Right, yeah. Oh.
What'd you think, Clay?
Did you ever do the? I'll let you hit me back. I'll let you hit me.
Yeah, oh yeah, sure. You can hit me back. I'll give you one shot.
Yeah.
Stop crying. Yeah. Or when you break something in the house and you put it together, you put it back together loosely so that the next person who touches it thinks they broke it.
This is another story about my sister. My mom had just had a hysterectomy. And again, I'm like maybe 9 years old.
Yeah.
And my mom had a hysterectomy, and we're playing and just trying to entertain ourselves. And we decided, okay, we're gonna play in the dryer.
Oh God!
Oh, you were bored. Why didn't we read books? No. Okay.
Jeez.
So we got in the dryer and we're like doing the spook thing, and my sister turns on the dryer with me in it.
Oh.
And I panic and I kick the dryer door off.
Oh yeah.
Fine.
Well,
yeah. Good move.
We didn't have money.
Oh.
We broke the dryer. My mom can't get out of bed. My dad's at work.
Oh, geez.
I ended up like my mom hates to read, but she was in bed and she, there was no TV in the bedroom or anything like that. I wrote a note to my mom and put it inside a magazine and handed it to her, and she wouldn't read it. And we're sitting there and we're going,
When's she gonna read it?
and she finally reads it, and like she couldn't, like I said, she couldn't get out of bed. So all she did is made us sit there. She's like, you two have to sit here and watch me sleep until your dad gets home. And me and my sister are just like,
When Dad came up, was it worse?
oh, it was pretty
it
horrible.
never was good.
It was pretty
Yeah.
horrible. Yeah, I got the belt. My sister got restrictions.
Yeah. Yeah, the belt.
That's how it worked in my house.
Yeah.
The boy gets the belt, the girl gets off a little easier. Yeah. Oh man.
I think restrictions would have been worse for my sister.
All right. Well, good question.
Yeah, man. Just some childhood trauma there.
Yeah. it's
Airing it
therapy
out.
day
Yeah,
on 904 now.
apparently.
Yeah.
People are letting it go, man.
Yeah, good. Can't wait to see your stories.
Yeah,
This one, I
scars-
actually can't wait to see the stories.
They're actually good
Scars tell a story.
Yeah. All right. Hey, want to give a big birthday shout out to Josh. Josh out there.
Hey!
Josh is watching. It's his birthday.
Happy birthday, Josh.
Though he's
Yeah.
not in the chip industry anymore, he will always be the chip guy to me.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
that.
right.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
I met Josh's wife over at Anastasia Diner.
Okay.
So
Cool.
She introduced herself. So
Yeah, they're great people.
awesome.
Josh helps me out with football every now and then, too.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. He helped with cameras. That's right.
Yeah. Yeah, man. So happy birthday, Josh.
Oh, there he
Hope it's
is.
a great day, man.